Then this time we're gonna do Zeratul with the Serdath Legion and the Avatar form. We'll see how this works out. So I'll be going in as Knowledge Seeker so that I can have more fragments. I'll go attack speed for Zeratul because I won't have a lot of... I guess I'll go units, but not a lot of them. Support cooldown reduction, so that I can have more summons of the Serdath Legion, and Legendary Legion cost, obviously, so I have more of them. I'll count the stuff that I might controlled from the Serdath Legion. So, thank you to Notorious Thief, who is supporting me the Immobilization Wave tier, and Darth, Lucinous, and Peternus, a Shadow Archon, who are supporting me in the Pulse Cannon tier. And thank you to all my supporters on Patreon. Once again, we are on Maguro map, and I set this to Maguro map so that I can pick the enemy composition so it will be the same across everyone. Gateway Protoss with Colossus and High Templar. Zeratul is a very strong commander, guys. His units are incredible, his hero is powerful, and he has cannons that can fight all the way across the map, because that's how he works. But for the purpose of this test, he needs to use Serdath Legion, which is not his best strategy. And he has to use the Avatar form because the Avatar of Essence has less damage output, so it's decidedly suboptimal, but we will make the most of it that we can. So obviously I want a fast expansion, as I've been mentioning a lot, so that I can get a lot of money, and the money will pay for these Serdath Legions that I will summon from the top bar. So just have these workers attack the rocks. 2,000 health. The sooner I can bring them down, the faster I can get my economy up. So these Serdath Legion Archon dudes are whacking this rock. It'll take them a while. I think they are the worst legion for rock fighting. The Zorya Legion, which are the Void Race, and the Telebros Legion, which are the Zealots, take these rocks down much faster, but what can we do? We are forced to use the Serdath Legion because they are massive, as is mentioned on this tooltip at the bottom. Nexus has gone down. Might as well get some extra damage done with these Serdath Legion dudes before they time out. And get some units. I have this passageway over here to make the shield guards and a few Void Templar to help bring down the buildings a bit quicker. So for now, I'm just chilling out, making workers one at a time, just waiting for my Serdath Legion to be available. One of the reasons why Legion only is not a standard strategy in co-op is because they have a long cooldown. You can see here this little pie chart, or this little pie slice at the top, takes a while to come off cooldown. That's why I have to wait for them to be available. And when they're not available, I have to use other things, like units, which are fine. They're strong. Zeratul's units are strong. The problem is they're not what I'm testing. So any unit that Zeratul's units kill is a unit that my Serdath Legion does not deal with, and that is suboptimal. But as we learned from the Tychus game, it's just gonna be a lot of trying to manage the waves such that I can have my big boys fighting them instead of the regular units. Tychus, much like Zeratul, or rather Zeratul much like Tychus, don't really need help from their big boys, but they just technically qualify because they do have those big boys. This will actually look much like the Odin's run for Tychus, except worse, because the uptime for the Odin is higher than the Serdath Legion, as you will see earlier, or as you will see later. The Serdath Legion spends much more time on cooldown and is not as high damage output as is the Odin. So we're gonna see Well, you'll see it. Zeratul out here taking care of these waves. Just making sure that these zealots don't reach the spot. And once this bot here goes down to 0, or once the timer spot goes down to 0, it will return to the well, the base. Oh, okay, we got Zeratul here. So you can see here that I used the suppression crystal, the void suppression crystal, to slow down the enemies here, and I summoned the Serdath Legion. And you can see the Serdath Legion does have mind control effects. These void rays and these immortals previously belonged to Amon, but because of my Serdath Legion, you can see they're just getting mind controlled, and now they are mine, and any damage that they deal will get counted toward the big boy stats, because we counted with Vorzun, therefore we should also count it with Zeratul. It's only fair, and it's not like Zeratul's gonna win either way, spoiler alert, because Zeratul's own units are so strong that it, yeah, this guy, these Void Templar are very nice. Very strong. Collect that fragment. For the second power of the artifact, I've chosen steadfast reinforcements so that my Serdath Legion can go for longer and basically have more uptime. So I sent these Void Rays out here to deal whatever damage they can before they time out. They are limited, so I might as well use them offensively. Summon another round of the Serdath Legion and mind control this Void Ray, this Colossus, and this Immortal, so that I once again have extra army to help fight the enemy. That's pretty much the best I can do, given the circumstance. Slow down the enemies, try to get my mind control army to deal whatever damage it can. Colossus so far not any kills yet, but well, this Void Templar has so many kills, my goodness. Oh, Colossus got 1 kill, that's great. Immortal has 6, that's fantastic actually. This is great. Serdath got 1, Dark Archon got 1. Zeratul, of course, just racking up the kills because he's that strong. And that's the problem with this kind of run. Zeratul's regular units are so strong that they will actively take kills and damage from his other, well, from the big boys, which are the subject of today's test. I tried it, guys. I tried not going for any units, and it's not really happening. Honestly, the best I can do is just get these guys, use them in offense, and try to get as much value as possible. I did try the trick where I tried to put these Immortals and this Colossus inside the Void Array, and unfortunately they still time out. I thought I could make them not time out by sticking them inside the Void Eye, but they still time out, which is unfortunate. So I got another Immortal here, Scout, Void Ray, Oracle for some reason, but the important thing is that they are all helping me deal damage. The Oracle even got a kill, so that's fantastic. Immortal got 1, other Immortal got 4, Void Ray got 2, so that all helps. Honestly, every single little bit of damage helps out. So you can see I used the artifact of form. So what I actually learned, I don't really use the artifact of form a lot, but oh, by the way, mind controlling more of these units here to fight. But what I learned from this artifact of form is that this eye ability will summon these charged crystals, which I will also count. So you can see, yeah, these charged crystals spawn out of that eye ability, and their damage will count toward the big voids because this avatar form is massive. Therefore, it counts toward the test. So the storms that it summons using K and this Yamato thing all help. Every single bit of damage helps out in a challenge like this. I even summon it there when there's nothing to fight. You just move them forward and just... I treat them similarly to how interceptors or infested troopers for bunkers would function. They are counted for damage, but not for loss or survivability. And there's probably a world where it's possible. We got the Reaver, by the way. Reaver's nice. There's probably a world where it's possible to count the lost stuff like interceptors, the infested troopers, and mind control units, but that's way too much work for what these videos are supposed to do, and what these videos really are, which is just, you know, a fun way of creating extra content for Starcraft 2 co-op. So, by the way, you can see these stalkers have the orange thing swirling around them. Those are the maelstroms. They are basically frozen in place. Imagine a Protoss fungal, a fungal growth that keeps enemies in place and allows my Dark Archons to get free damage. Meanwhile, this Reaver dealing several tons of damage. Colossus with 7 kills. 2 Reavers doing a lot of tremendous work. I keep trying to move north, but the enemies keep spawning in this direction, so I can't really get far enough, you know? I have to come back. For that reason, I took these 2 extra Void Ice so I can spawn wherever I need to, or appear where I need to. I move this Void Ray northward. Meanwhile, there's another one here. Somewhere here. Oh, I actually moved here. Nice. So you can see the nice thing about this Void Ray is that I can load my mind control units, such as the Immortals and the Colossus, as long as they're ground. But they timed out, so can't really do much else. Meanwhile, I will clean out these buildings here. As you can see, I'm not using the Serdath Legion yet because I prefer to use it where I will get more things to mind control, such as this attack wave right here. So I'm kind of waiting for the attack wave to spawn before I use my Dark Archon, Serdath Legion. I have another Void Eye here, so I can teleport there to take out the second bonus. I use the Voice of Precious Crystal to slow them down, and then Serdath Legion to mind control this Immortal. Mind control that Colossus. I try to move my Colossus back just so I can pick it up with my Void Eye. And now it's ready to fight for me. And it's gonna get healed by my shield guard, so that is fantastic. Avatar 4, meanwhile, which you can see, I have 4 upgrades, so I have +4/+4. That's because whenever Zeratul gets an artifact fragment, all his units get a +1 upgrade. So he's up to 4 fragments, which means all his units have 4 upgrades, which is incredible. Got another Void Ray, this zappy thing, the one that shoots lasers. Storm from the charged crystals deals splash damage to all those air units, so I wouldn't have to deal with any of them. More charged crystals, these tiny things. I think I have now 18 of them, which is great. These do some damage, but the important thing is that they will just rack up the kills for the Avatar form. So just walking through. Void Ray now has 3 kills. Colossus 4 kills. Wow, that's some value right there. That's fantastic value. And that cleans up that area. Now I'm ready to go. Summon the Serdath Legion. As you can see, more Maelstrom units. I jump in my Void Templar to take out the dangerous units, like this this big hybrid, which was momentarily invisible because of the mothership, which was cloaking it. Now it's gone. My units have free reign to eliminate the second bonus and give us a full clear. Like so.
I thought it was funny. Belshir laughs every time I tell it.
Great.
Hey, did you happen to save any of the extracted?
Yeah, you can see I have 3 separate Void Rays here. That's like I can teleport pretty much where I need to. So you can see there's an attack wave coming over here. I try to reposition while I load everything inside. Unload here. Unfortunately, I don't have any of my Serdath Legion available to fight because they cannot load inside the Void Array, which is unfortunate. Also, these areas are slow. They are air, but they are slow. So, I unfortunately have to fight using my actual units, which are really strong. You can see my actual units have no problem. But again, I just don't have any mind control or legions or the avatar form available, so unfortunately, I can't really deal all the damage. Oh, I got some mortals here. I hope they got some stuff done. We got a couple of mortals. That's good. Warp in here. Teleport out here. I use the voice suppression crystal to slow them down. Give these immortals a chance to warp in directly to the field and get themselves 2 kills. Oh, this guy has 2 kills. That's good. The army's getting pretty scary right now, actually. Oh, I got the Serdath Legion walking up here. You can see more Maelstrom action going on. And that caught me an immortal. Meanwhile, these Archons have 6 shields, which really helps them stay alive for very long. Unload here again. Immortals, once again, doing some work. We're just waiting for the next attack wave, which will spawn from here, around 21:20, or 21 minutes and 20 seconds. And here it comes. I got the avatar form, dealing its damage, adding to the massive unit kill counter. Ooh, I kind of want to mind control these guys here. Unfortunately, I don't have any of my Archon dudes available. It is on cooldown, which is most unfortunate. Dude's still out here fighting. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I have to use my actual units here. And again, they're not bad. It's just, you know, they're not going to count toward the score for my massive ground units. And all I can really do is hope that the next waves coincide with when my Serdath Legions are available. So it just kind of wait it out. And a lot of people don't like this map because of how much time it takes to complete this map. It's around 30 minutes to complete this whole map, and you can see a lot of is just this downtime of waiting for the bots to get back to this base right here. I wonder if there were a way to somehow make them move faster once they have their canisters filled with terrazine. I don't know. Maybe have a condition where if all your bots have terrazine, they move a bit faster. I don't know. I'm just thinking of ways to speed up this map. But you can see Serdath Legion might as well deal their damage onto the rocks. But unlike other commanders where they kill the rocks fairly quickly, they don't even kill rocks that fast, which is a pain. And already gives you a sense as to what their scores will be at the end. And if you don't get a sense, I'm gonna tell you right now, it won't be pretty. But all we can do is wait until the next set spawn. They will spawn out of this here facility. You can see they're popping out right here, harvesting bots. You can see, notice that when they first spawn, the little visor ring near their top doesn't glow. It's black. So that's presumably dark glass or tinted glass or something. And later on you will see that they'll glow purple because they'd be filled with terrazine. And you can see that they do follow these tracks toward the last set of harvesting geysers, which are here, here, and here. And I've taken a bit of a strategy shift. So instead of trying to meet attack waves head on, I'll try to meet them at the center so that I can intercept more of them at the same time. So I have a shorter travel distance because Zeratul's mobility is good, but it doesn't cover these Archon dudes. So I'll try to fight them at the center to better use my Serdath Legion. You can see I'm trying to delay. I will lose that, which is unfortunate, but it's fine, all things considered. Got another immortal. Didn't last long, but it did tank for my Archon dudes, which is kind of the other way around, but it's fine.
Bots are taking damage. Terrible, terrible damage.
You can see I have other units here. This Archon, Void Temple has 12 kills. Archon has 2 kills though. Immortal has 1. This Immortal has 4. Serdath has 3. Yeah, these Immortals are doing great. I might as well rename this instead of the Dark Archon segment. How much do you guys like Zeratul's Immortals relative to other Grandmassive units? Because Immortals are the ones doing the heavy lifting. I'm able to use the Avatar form here to fight these guys, and that will take care of them, which is good. There's a wave spawning down south, so I have to run. I actually have to run over there. Good thing I have a charge of the Serdath Legion available. Just mind control all of these Archons. And Storm from the Avatar form. Storm from the Avatar form. Hey, that rhymes. Storm from the Avatar form to clear out the big stuff. Last wave. Well, that's the third to the last wave. Second to last wave will spawn right about now. And we have one more wave after this. They will come from the north, most likely. Yeah, just fight using my mind control dudes. These Archons. This guy has 2 kills. Jutsu is 160. This guy's 1. This guy's 1. Got another army moving up north. Just had to split. I tried to move this these Dark Archons forward so I can mind control some more Colossus, but I guess that guy got 1 kill for me. It's better than nothing. Army over here. Mind control stuff over here.
My bots are under attack. My bots are under attack.
And cleaning out the rest of these guys, so I can just get the full tally. Also because they'll probably kill the bot if I didn't intervene. But that is this challenge done. And all that's left to do is check out the score screen to see how badly Serdath Legion performed. It's just the nature of the video. They're not bound to do well, and it's best to temper your expectations for this kind of video. But I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. If you have an idea for what else you do, please leave it in the comment. So, score screen wise, you can see here. Let me pull up the Excel. Alright, so damage full clear, all bots saved. Here's where we stand. Damage received by bots 722, the highest so far. That is not a good sign. Percentage of damage, so I'll do 100%. And I'll just subtract Zeratul. I'll subtract the Void Templar. And I'll subtract the Shield Guard. The rest are fine. They are either mind-controlled units, the massive units themselves, or things that spawn out of the massive units. So yeah, that should all be good. Serdath, Dark Archon, Void Ray Immortal. Immortal only got 4.7%. That's crazy. Colossus only got 1.3. Avatar form got 9%. Wow. Reaver got 1.3. That's great. Alright. 41.4%. That's not good. That is, I think, the lowest. It's even lower than the Odin somehow. And that's actually disastrous. Let's see the other score screen. Alright. So, kills wise. Alright, 100%. I'll subtract Void Templar, subtract Zeratul, subtract Shield Guard. The rest should be A-okay. 37% also worst. Ooh. Zeratul normally doesn't end up low in anything, but in this instance, oh wow, most of them died actually. In the Avatar form, they don't despawn when they finish their usage. They actually just straight up die. I How do I tell? Ah, yeah, the Archon dudes, Serdath Legion, they just don't despawn. Do I do 0% survival? Because they actually just explode. You see it, right? When the Serdath Legion or any Legion times out, they just straight up explode and die. So, ooh, I have to, yes, oh boy. Oh boy. You know, if I were to arrange these in tiers, if I were to arrange these massive units in tiers, I would have a clear S tier, 3 guys. There'd be 2 A tiers, B tiers, C tiers. Oh wait, there are three. There are 3 A tiers, 2 B tiers, 2 C tiers, a few D tiers, and we might have just gotten our first and probably only F tier because Zeratul Serdath A doesn't spawn that frequently to begin with, and B just doesn't deal enough damage, even with its mind control stuff. But I will see you guys. I hope for a better run with Stet Boys, Mecha, Ultralisks. They should do better, I think, but we will see. A poll will go up tomorrow asking you guys whether you like the Avatar form and the Serdath Legion relative to Massive Grudges, and yeah, just have at it. I'll see you guys next time.